It's starting. 11.6, angles of elevation and depression to solve problems using trigonometric ratios. So we're taking the information we learned yesterday about sine, cosine, and tangent, and we're going to put it involved in the word problems by drawing out the stuff. So some stuff you need to know about elevation. So if we draw, you have a straight line. That is like if it's a person, they're seeing out at a straight horizontal line. That is considered like the ground, say the ground. And that person really is looking at the top of the tree. So here's your tree. And you have your tree. That person's looking at the top of the tree. This is your elevation. Going up. That's the reason why an elevator goes up. So your angle of elevation is you looking up. Now, depression. Your angle of depression is a little different. It's like an airplane. So their line of sight is above, and their airplane. My airplanes are really bad pictures, but that's my airplane. And they look down to the area where they have to land. This is where they have to land. And so this is their angle of depression.
Are we going to use all three ratios?
Sine, big chance, not a lot of sine or cosine.
Just tangent?
Yes. So here's your right angle here, and here's your right angle right here on both of them. Okay, so let's look at it. Suppose the angle of elevation, so we know it's going to be an angle of elevation of some sort, from a rowboat. So I'm going to draw a boat. Boop, boom. There's my boat. To the lighthouse. Okay, so I need a lighthouse over here. Here's the lighthouse. Looks like a firework, but that works for me, lighthouse. I'm not expecting my art class drawings in math class. But you're allowed to use a stick figure for a person when you do it. Okay? Okay, so he's looking straight ahead. Here's that. But we are looking at the, suppose the angle of elevation from a rowboat to the lighthouse is 35 degrees. So here is my 35 degrees. And the lighthouse is 96 feet tall. So this height is 96 feet. How far from the lighthouse? So we're talking about far, we're talking horizontal wise, okay? Every time we say how far are you away from something, it's horizontal. So this would be x because we don't know how far we are from something. Okay. So we have to figure out if it's going to be sine, cosine, or tangent. By looking at it, do I have to know anything about the hypotenuse? No. So which one is it that does not use hypotenuse? Tangent. So we're going to use tangent now. I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to use tan. And then what degree are we using? 35. And then what's the formula for tangent? It is
length of opposite length.
Opposite? What is the opposite of 35 degrees?
96 feet.
96. Over the adjacent leg, again, cannot be the hypotenuse. So it's going to be x. Remember the information I gave you yesterday. If the variable is on the bottom, what are we going to do? Divide. So on your calculator, you're going to put 96 divided by tan 35. So I have 96 times 10. Ooh, that does not work for mine. Okay, what's your answer that you came up with? 137? Because you're rounding it to the nearest foot.
Yeah.
So 137 feet. Yes, sir.
Oh, so it's division?
Okay, so example 2. A pilot. So immediately I have to draw an airplane. Here's my version of an airplane. If you need a tail, there you go. Airplanes have tails. That's the only way they can fly.
But this you just said earlier in the video that this is
Nope, you just have to make it look something like it's flying. Okay. So you always, with depression, you always put your horizontal line and then your right angle opposite the wonderful flight. Okay, so a pilot is flying a plane 20,000 feet above the ground. So that would be this part right here. He's doing 20,000 feet above the ground. And he begins a 2-degree descent. 2 degrees. He's going to go slowly. To an airport runway. So here's the runway. Runway. How far is the airplane from the start of the runway? So again, I said it always is a horizontal line. We're not talking about this. No.
So we're using tangents.
Yep. We're going to use how far away is it from it? So you do this part.
Oh. So sine.
Really?
No.
Am I using the hypotenuse?
Yeah. No.
No, we're not using the hypotenuse. Tangent.
That's what I said,
Then
Joe.
why did you second guess yourself?
Because
You-
you said sin, and I was like, it's sine.
Okay, so you have tan 2. Tan 2 equals what?
20,000 feet.
20,000.
Over x.
These are big numbers.
20,000.
Then on your homework, on your calculator, you'll do 20,000 tan 2 equals what?
approximately 698 feet.
Wait,
No.
Wait, is it divided?
yeah. It's
Oh, sorry, divided. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Divided.
700.
Whoa. Okay.
Should be much longer than
So 572,725 feet.
725.
Yes.
Wait.
But how's because his angle of descent is 2 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
checked it in the same way.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you said that small number, I was like, something's wrong. Yeah. I put multiply, so it's divide. Any questions?
This is easy.